HOA Karen picked my lock. Straight into a room full of wasps. Living next to an HOA Karen is always an adventure. But nothing could have prepared me for the day she decided to pick my lock and promptly walk straight into a room full of wasps. It all started when I noticed unusual notes taped to my front door. Complaints about cluttered storage, unauthorized renovations, and of course, her signature demand that I rectify all violations immediately. Normally, I'd ignore them, but this time, Karen decided to escalate. One morning, I was in my backyard when I heard a faint click from the side of my house. Curious, I peeked around the corner and saw Karen, hair wild and sunglasses askew, fiddling with the lock on my storage shed. She had somehow decided that she had the right to enter my property, armed only with a bobby pin and a sense of righteous entitlement. I yelled, "Karen, get away from my property." But she ignored me, muttering about HOA enforcement, rules, and community standards. Now, here's where karma intervened. I had a wasp nest inside the shed, a small, aggressive colony I had been monitoring for research purposes. Nothing dangerous if left alone, but highly effective as a deterrent. The moment Karen picked the lock and twisted it, she triggered the door mechanism in a way that disturbed the nest. Within seconds, the shed erupted in chaos. Wasps swarmed, buzzing angrily, and Karen screamed, leaping back and flailing her arms. Her clipboard flew across the yard, papers scattering in all directions. She ran out of the shed, shrieking and swatting at invisible attackers, completely covered in wasps, while I stood at a safe distance, sipping coffee and trying not to laugh too hard. Neighbors came running, curious about the commotion, and were treated to the unforgettable sight of HOA Karen running down the street, shrieking about attacks and illegal infestations, while the wasps returned to their nest peacefully once she had vacated. After the incident, I called the HOA to report the trespassing. Karen had violated property rights by entering my shed without permission. The HOA issued a formal reprimand, and she was banned from attempting any inspections or unauthorized entries in the future. The wasps, thankfully, were unharmed, and my shed returned to its peaceful state. The story spread like wildfire in the neighborhood. Karen's reputation as a tyrannical HOA enforcer was permanently altered now. She was also the woman who got attacked by her own sense of entitlement and a swarm of wasps. From that day forward, the shed lock remained unpicked, my property respected, and Karen never dared to approach my property again. And every time I hear a faint buzz from the backyard, I can't help but smile, knowing that sometimes nature handles entitlement better than any legal system. The moral? Entitlement may push some HOA Karens to extreme measures, but sometimes all it takes is a little natural deterrent to remind them whose property it really is.